What up, guys? Wisdom Wednesday, the Vault 500, day 41. Excuse my absence. I know I was supposed to be here every single day, but I missed a couple of days. Sorry about that. So I definitely apologize because I know I'm supposed to be on my grind here every day. But I wanted to let you guys know that I knew something special was going to happen during this Vault 500 as far as me and my business and what I do. um I got, so I got to let you guys know, I had took a couple of days off because I was kind of just chilling and kind of celebrating a couple of wins, you know what I mean. Let me see. I wrote two books, two ebooks, and one is actually a print and ebook, and the other one is like a ebook mini, because this is on Amazon. So Amazon has something called ebook shorts, kind of like shorts on YouTube, where you can write short books, like usually around 20 pages or something. So I wrote two books. One was a short, and the other one was called Think Like Chat GPT. And guess what? One of them went number one on the Amazon ebook charts, and then my second book, it charted at number three in the 30-minute self-help reads, and then it charted number eight in creativity and self-help. And then my other book, Think Like ChatGPT, it charted three in time management, and they also charted in other different categories. So I appreciate you guys. This is really, really a life changing situation for me. Being a consultant and a teacher, to have two books go in the top five within 1 month's period of time. I know that it has a lot to do with being with you guys here every day for over a month, talking with you guys every day about business. And I know it has a lot to do with me and my success in writing. But I'm planning on releasing a lot more books. I opened up something that I'm really interested in when it comes to how Chat GPT thinks and how AI thinks and how we can think better using AI. And that's what my book series is going to be about, comparing the way we think to the way AI thinks and how we can make ourselves better. Um, so I'm going to be putting out a lot of books comparing these different topics with AI and how AI would think in particular situations. You know what I mean? Compared to how we think. So it's a very interesting topic to me. One day I was just thinking how it will work out, but it ended up working out, and you guys seem interested in these books, meaning that both of them charted top five on Amazon. So I appreciate it, and I appreciate all the support that I've been getting. So yeah, so keep I'm gonna keep dropping books, and hopefully you guys keep enjoying them. And yes, for those that are just tapping in, I'm just showing appreciation for both of my books going top five. One of them went top three, and the other one went number one on Amazon. Um, you can check those out. If you have a Kindle membership, you can read them for free. And I'm gonna leave them in for the people that have Kindle memberships. You're gonna always be able to read my books for free, and that's the way it is. We do. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support for my books. And I will be releasing a lot more books over the next few months. So, yeah, definitely. So I appreciate it. All right. So we do have a business feature today. And her name is Angela Benton. And Angela is a very successful person in tech. And we will be getting into what she has accomplished today. The Vault 500, day 41. Appreciate you guys. It's Wisdom Wednesday, and a little bite-sized tips here. Wisdom pays dividends. Uh, what we mean by that is you got to keep learning. Wisdom pays, man. No matter what anyone says, the more you know, the more you grow. All right, so keep learning, and you got to strategic patience. You got to always have patience, people. Nothing happens overnight. Even if uh, you're the smartest guy in the world. I mean, look at Albert Einstein. He was brilliant. And when he passed away, I don't even know if he had much money, but he left a legacy, and his teachings and everything what ended up being worth billions, right? His knowledge, his is it was priceless. But when he passed away, I don't know if he left much money. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna research that. But um, use AI, people. You see, IP mirrors wisdom. Use AI to create IP. Into intellectual property. This is an opportunity unprecedented. We have the highest technology that we've ever had in a long time. Use the technology, people, create businesses. You know what I mean? And so yeah, so let's get into our business feature for today, which is Angela Benton, very successful tech entrepreneur. And let's get into why she matters. Angela Benton is a trailblazer in tech, space, and champion for data ownership, especially for underrepresented communities. She founded Streamlytics, Streamlytics, a platform that empowers people to own and monetize their personal data. She also founded New Me, the first tech accelerator for minorities. All right, so let's get into an article about Angela Benton. Okay, Angela Benton is tackling data ownership. A seasoned entrepreneur, tech executive, Angela Benton has successfully launched 3 companies. Her last, Streamly, yeah, maybe that's it, Streamlytics, a next generation data ecosystem that provides ethical human powered data to democratize data collection that compensates consumers for opting in to share their data. In other words, she created a company that's going to protect your data, and then you'll be able to optimize it. You'll be able to monetize your own data. Angela made her impact when she started Black Web 2.0, right? And she launched Black Web 2007, a multimedia platform provided Black tech professionals a space to connect and discuss the intersection of Black culture and tech, ensured that upper represented group was involved in the emerging space and would undoubtedly transform. Angela's venture, New Me, helped minorities and women raise over 47 million in venture capital. So her company helped minorities raise 47 million in venture capital. A groundbreaking tech exec, mother of 3 daughters, and she survived breast cancer. So not only is she brilliant, she's a super strong woman that survived breast cancer. So let's keep going. Did you always want to be an entrepreneur? No. I started my first company while she still had another job. The startup I was working with closed down, laid everyone off, and at a point I had to decide whether to pursue my passion, which was running the company I started, or apply for jobs, and it was a big risk, but I ended up taking it. Wasn't the safest route, but it wasn't worth it. So this entrepreneur is a little bit different from the other ones that we've talked about in the Vault 500 because it wasn't necessary that she saw a need to create her company. it came to a point where she just had to make a choice. Do I want to start a company or do I want to go work for somebody? And she chose to go and create her own business as opposed to work for someone. Now, she did see a need of black women in tech. So that was probably the underlying need that she saw. She wanted to fill that gap of black women in tech. So she didn't mention that, but I'm gonna have to assume that that's also one of the reasons why she started her company, because she felt underrepresented when it came to the tech world. So that's a one of the ongoing themes that we've seen in all the entrepreneurs that we have featured is they always find a niche that they can start where people are underrepresented, regardless of where it is. You know, there's usually not a lot of it, so they create a company to fix that gap, right? So that's something that we keep seeing, and that's one of the underlying themes in a lot of the people's stories that we've seen, right? So, all right, just pointing that out a little bit. So, after launching two successful startups, how did you decide it was time to step away and start a new company? I felt that I contributed enough to the world under my leadership. I helped companies raise 47 million at the time. So she decided to leave and start a new company because she had reached her goal. She helped people raise $47 million. So she may have felt like she didn't have much else to offer after that. So she was like, "Okay, I'm tapping out." All right. So again, we're talking about Angela Benton. She is a tech entrepreneur, and she's ended up selling her company for 47 million. I think that's what it said, right? Say she sold it for 47 million. No, she didn't sell her company. She helped companies raise 47 million. I'm sorry. And I'm learning about everybody that I feature. Again, everybody that I feature on the Vol 500. I don't know any of these people. The majority of them I don't know. I might know one or two, but the majority of them I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce their names most of the time. But I'm learning along with you guys. I'm learning about how people created businesses that I didn't know about, especially in the tech space because that's the space that I'm in. So yeah, um, she she's an entrepreneur and she helped people raise up to 47 million. And yeah, so all right, so um, very successful entrepreneur, Angela Benton. We learned a little bit about her today. Um, I appreciate you guys for tapping into the Vol 500. Again, I knew something special would happen. I missed a couple of days because I was a little busy working on my books series, and I want to thank you guys for. I know this had a lot to do with you guys. Both of my books, one of them went to number one in journal writing and number three in management, business management, and then the other one went to number three and 30-minute self-help. These are both ebooks. One of them is in print. I think like ChatGPT, and I want to explain a little bit about the concept of Think ChatGPT and my Think ChatGPT series. I'm gonna be putting out a lot of books under this series, and basically, um, I always use ChatGPT. Right? I use Google and I use ChatGPT every day. And one day I was looking up something and I was like, this is really cool to be able to find stuff and be able to research very quickly using this new technology. But I said to myself, how can I become better? How can I think more like ChatGPT? If ChatGPT is so smart, right? They say that ChatGPT's IQ is higher than Albert Einstein's, right? So if ChatGPT is so smart, they say in the next 5 years, ChatGPT is going to be twice as smart as Albert Einstein, right? So how could I think more like ChatGPT? And that's what the book series and is all about. Is how can we think like how? Oh my God, excuse me, bugs. Well, I'm outside on my terrace, people. So excuse me. There's like bugs. You can't see the bugs, but I can. So that's what my book series is about. Is about how can we think more like ChatGPT in our own life, right? Like our everyday life, when we make decisions at work, when we make relationship decisions, when we're raising our children, when we're in certain situations. Sometimes people get in arguments and fights at work, right? What would ChatGPT do in that situation, right? And how would ChatGPT think? And like ChatGPT doesn't have any biases, right? Or just AI in general, right? So that's what my books is about. It's about comparing AI thinking to the way we think and trying to make things better and help you make better decisions, right? So that's what, I think that's one of the main reasons why they shot up to like top five and number one, because I think everyone wants to make better decisions when it comes to anything, like buying a car. You want to make a good decision when it comes to choosing your mate. You want to make better decisions when it comes at work. You want to make better decisions when it comes to picking a career, right? So if we can get into our own minds and think more like ChatGPT, since it's so smart, right? Twice as smart as Albert Einstein. They say 5 years, it's going to keep growing. AI gets smarter as time goes along because you feed it information, and AI tends to stack information. So it not only remembers everything you input, it remembers everything that you input into it in the future. Unlike our brains, we forget stuff. Um, we have a lot of information in our brains, but AI can recall it better, right? So they have a better way. So how can we? So that's basically what my book series is about. How can we think more like that ourselves? And I'll be putting out a lot of books on this series, comparing our thinking and seeing if we can make better decisions in a lot of situations, even when it comes to eat the food that we eat. How can we make better decisions when it comes to the food, raising our families and stuff like that? So, but yes, that's what it's about, and I appreciate you guys. I knew something crazy would happen while I was doing the Vault 500, and both of my books went in the top five. One of them went number one, Think Like ChatGPT. Number three, Prompt Your Potential. And so, yeah, man, it's these books are just about helping you think better and maybe making better decisions. Because that's something that we all want to do. Even though we try to make good decisions, we end up making bad decisions sometime. And if we could make better decisions thinking more like AI, um, you know, why not try it? Or at least just read it and do the research and see if it could work for you, right? So yeah, I appreciate you guys I know you guys had a lot to do with this, right? Don't tell me you didn't. But yeah, so both my books went in the top five, and it really made me confident about the information that people want to hear from me. So thank you. And this is the Vault 500 and day 41. So we doing it. We doing it. We ain't break 100 yet, but yes, it's the Vault 500 Wisdom Wednesday. I hope you guys learned something today. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm gonna be more consistent. I took a couple of days off. You see, I was a little busy creating number one books and top five books. So you know that I was missing in action, but I was doing some other things. But I'm back, and I'm gonna try to be back here every day. All right, and I'm gonna try and give you guys some interesting info each time, so you can grow as business people and business professionals, multimillionaires, billionaires, that's one thing I want to do too while I'm on here. I want somebody on here to become a multimillionaire or a billionaire or something. I want you to learn something so you go out there and you go out there and become a millionaire for your family, and you'll be able to provide for your family in a crazy way, successful way. So that's what I hope. By the time this 500 is over, I hope that I create a couple of millionaires and maybe even a billionaire. You know, maybe somebody out there might even create the next open AI app or something like that. So, but keep watching. I appreciate you guys. It's King here. The Vault 500 Day 41 Wisdom Wednesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. But I'm telling you, one of you guys are gonna become a millionaire watching this show, right? So see you tomorrow.